Green World Edu Universe IELTS present speaking podcast on Speaking Part 1. I know you guys are in urge to score excellent band score in speaking test. We are here to help you to achieve that dream. So without further ado, let's start our speaking podcast.
Do you think you're a polite person? I would say yes, but I think that manners depend on the country. Here in Denmark, it's impolite to strike up conversation with someone in public, as you may be disturbing them. On the other hand, it's seen as rude to be unfriendly and not acknowledge others in other countries. However, I consider others, so I would say that I am a polite person. Who taught you about politeness when you were a child? My mother. She constantly reminded me to say please, thank you, and greet guests that came into our home. Moreover, she was very particular about the table manners and using utensils correctly. I could not get away with talking with food in my mouth or eating with my hands. Are we less polite with members of our families than with people we don't know? I agree, because we feel more comfortable with our family. Moreover, we often take family for granted and fail to thank them for all they do for us. However, when we meet someone we don't know, we are less likely to tell them our true opinions and are always careful not to offend them. Why should people be polite? We feel better and they feel better. When we know we are treating people in a respectful way that doesn't cause harm, we tend to feel better. When we are treated this way, I imagine they feel the same. Furthermore, all countries have different etiquette, so we should consider this not to offend them. In your country's culture, how do you show that you are being polite? We show politeness by saying please, thank you, respecting the environment, and trying our best not to disturb others. We shouldn't be overly loud and obnoxious and should never be late. Also, when we are invited to someone's house for a meal, we should bring a gift, like a dessert, flowers, or wine. Have there been any changes in politeness in the few decades? I would say so. Nowadays, there's a lot less emphasis on respecting the elders. We no longer have to say sir, madam, etc. Moreover, people are beginning to not even acknowledge you when you enter a social circle. Furthermore, chivalry is becoming to die and isn't frowned upon for women to use curse words anymore.
That is the end of our speaking podcast. To get more materials like these, please contact us and join our elementary class.